Matthew chapter 24, verse 1 to 28. And Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Jesus said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another, that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation, spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house. Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. Matthew chapter 24 begins what is commonly called the Olivet Discourse. After leaving the temple, Jesus tells his disciples that the magnificent buildings they admire will one day be completely destroyed. This prophecy was fulfilled when Jerusalem and the temple were destroyed by the Romans, yet the disciples' questions also look beyond that event to Christ's future coming and the end of the age. On the Mount of Olives, the disciples ask 3 questions. They want to know when these things will happen, what the sign of Christ's coming will be, and what will mark the end of the world. Jesus answers by describing events that will characterize the period leading up to his visible return. He first warns about deception. False Christs and false prophets will arise, claiming authority they do not possess. Wars, famines, pestilences, earthquakes, and international conflict will increase, but these events are only the beginning of sorrows. They do not by themselves signal Christ's immediate return. Jesus then describes a time of intense persecution. Believers will be hated, many will fall away, false prophets will deceive multitudes, and wickedness will increase. Yet God's truth will continue to be proclaimed through the preaching of the gospel of the kingdom before the end comes. The Lord then points to the abomination of desolation spoken of by the prophet Daniel. This event marks the beginning of an unprecedented period of suffering called the Great Tribulation. Those living in Judea are instructed to flee immediately, because the coming judgment will be unlike anything the world has ever experienced. Jesus emphasizes the urgency of those days, warning people not to delay even long enough to gather their belongings. During this period, many false Christs will attempt to deceive God's people through signs and wonders. Jesus makes it clear that his second coming will not be secret or hidden. When he returns, his coming will be as visible and unmistakable as lightning flashing across the sky. No one will need another person to announce where Christ is, because his return will be evident to the whole world. This passage calls God's people to vigilance, discernment, and confidence in his word. Rather than being led astray by deception or speculation, they are to trust what Christ has revealed and recognize that God's prophetic plan will unfold exactly as he has declared. This passage requires careful rightly dividing, because it is often applied directly to the body of Christ without considering its context. Jesus is answering the disciples' questions concerning his coming, Israel, and the end of the age. References to the Sabbath, those in Judea, the abomination of desolation, the gospel of the kingdom, and enduring to the end are all rooted in Israel's prophetic program. The statement, "He that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved," is not Paul's gospel for the body of Christ. Today, according to Paul's epistles, sinners are justified by grace through faith in the finished work of Christ apart from works. Enduring to the end in Matthew 24 belongs to the tribulation context Jesus is describing and should not be confused with the present dispensation of the grace of God. Understanding this distinction preserves both the meaning of the Olivet Discourse and the clarity of the gospel of grace. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more KJV Bible teaching. Until next time, search the scriptures. Grace be with you.